Don't stay too late with these contracts.
Yeah, I won't.
Let me just take another look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Nope. Mm-mm. The way Andi had to be condescending like that, that was completely uncalled for. First, taking a shot at Zach in a more playful kind of way, when Fatima revealed her, just kind of hurt feelings in regards to Zach shutting down. And it's like, oh, well, men like Zach need to process things. And it's kind of weird because, Andi, you calling out Zach for needing to process things, what does that have to say about Fatima and her need to process things, in previous seasons? But more to the point, it seems like we're beginning the saga of Andi and Fatima butting heads more so like a one-sided beef because Andi feels some kind of way that Fatima is quote unquote taking potential clients away from her when that really isn't the situation at all. I mean, let's be completely real here. Marie came up in the office and was like, where's Miss Barnes? Oh, actually she's working on another case, but I'm doing like a preliminary meeting with Kate, your godson, and then I'll pass it along to her. But the thing is, instead of being low-key patronizing about, oh, I guess this is good practice for when you finally pass the bar, it's like, Andi, you should, one, be happy that Fatima was able to alleviate any sort of anger that Marie had. Because we know how Marie gets. Two, why are you upset? A win for Fatima is a win for the firm, and overall, your freaking partner. What else do you want? Three, somebody pointed this out during the live stream, and I would love for this to happen. Andi finding out that Fatima and Hayden are working together is going to make her face just her jaw fall to the floor, and I'm going to love that. And look, also with Tamara dumping him, Hayden needs a win right now. So hey, I'm for it. I'm more so of the comedic the comedic a-hole Hayden as opposed to the wannabe bad boy a-hole that gets his behind whooped. Like, I'm here for, Hayden being like, comedic support as opposed to being an antagonistic force, if you will. So it just seems messed up because, in a show about black women and the fact that these two are working in a company where the number of black women are few and far between, what's that like quote? It's like, hey, it's one thing to help somebody in private as opposed to announcing it. Or like if you notice like another woman, something, I don't know. There's some nice quotes like that where it's better to low key help someone as opposed to announce it to the world. It's like, hey, you need to do this as opposed to, oh, let me help you with that real quick. So it just feels like Andi wants to be top dog. Like, I don't get why she feels that Fatima's successes here are leaving a good impression is doing anything that's going to hurt her. Again, I have to reiterate, Andrea Barnes, you are a partner now. So what if Fatima's doing something that, let's be real, and I will say this much, I'm not mad that Andi didn't take that meeting with Marie's godson because, one, it wasn't on schedule. Two, she just like dropped him off there or just referred him over to the office. And three, Andi was actually working on a case, the whole thing about Karen and Dr. Cruz. This wasn't a situation like in previous seasons when Marie was first introduced and she was referred to Andi by Jordan to work on her divorce case. And instead of her working on the case as her top priority, she was more concerned with personal matters like, oh, Karen has a baby shower, or I got to meet up with so-and-so, aka that time where she and Penelope were working together to bring down Gary. So it's like you were doing all these things that had nothing to do with your job, yet you want to be partnered. That's why I said the unpopular opinion. Heck, Hayden, as slimy as he is, at least he's at the office doing his job. Like, he deserves partner more than Andi. And I feel like at this point, you know, Andi's just being a hater, just like crabs in a barrel mentality. It's like, you climbed out of the barrel. You're a partner now. And you see that Fatima is slowly trying to, you know, crawl her way up. And instead of reaching back down to pull her up, it seems like you just want to pull a Scar and just toss her off the cliff so she falls back down to the bottom of the barrel. Because you know what's crazy? You had Hayden come up into her meeting with K-Dubs talking about, oh, she ain't even a real lawyer. It's like going to the restaurant and calling the person that drops the fries like the head chef. And at least Hayden was up front with the way he was being condescending. But of course, he quickly got knocked down when Marie came in there and put him in his place. But then eventually he groveled to Fatima like, come on, can I work point on this? You know, hey, tax attorney is what I do. So, you know, he had to humble himself. Andi, I don't know. It's like, I said this in another video or post. Andi's the kind of quote unquote friend. She'll root for you, but to be successful. But if you dare go beyond the roof, if you go past the ceiling of where she feels you should be successful, she's going to have a problem with it. There are family members, friends that fit into that category, I'm pretty sure, in your individual lives. And Andi's like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, Andi, your name might be on the side of the building right now since you're partner, but you better not forget, if it wasn't for Fatima Wilson, you would have lost that job a long time ago. Long time ago. So that's real all I got to say about that. Andi with that dang condescending attitude, she better shape up. Like, I can see why KJ was upset when she read the script. Like, no, I don't want to do this. But this is so real. This is so real. But like I said earlier, being in a position at this job where there's so few black women, you should be applauding, you know, for team like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, if you got players, high profile players lining up to work with you and you haven't even passed the bar yet, wait till you pass that bar, girl. It's going to be the sky's the limit. But instead, you're looking down like, yeah, good practice. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll see you later. Just get the hell on. Nobody thinks about you. Go on and go have drinks with Dr. Vaughn and ruin another man's, you know, career. This is some bull crap. Rooting for you, Tima. And you know what? I want her and Hayden to work. Not romantic. I'm talking about professionally. I want to see these two be like the new dynamic duo. Just knock the crap out of all these clients and have people lined up at their doors. And, you know, Andi, well, hey, work on that little case against Dr. Cruz. See what happened. That's just whatever. All right. Sorry about that tangent. Because instead of this drama between Andi and Fatima, what I wish they would focus on, and I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, have Andi be at odds with Benson, a fellow partner, about the Dr. Cruz case. Let that be her friction at the workplace this season. And as for Fatima, let her friction at the workplace not be with Hayden, not be with Andi, but be with Zach, given the fact that he's probably going to be overprotective now, given the fact that Fatima's pregnant, and he's worried about not wanting to stress her out or not having her work too much. It's like, hey, look what happened to Karen. You know, she went through a lot and she ended up losing one of our babies. So it's like, I don't want you to overwork or whatever, be stressed out, and then you end up losing our baby. But then it's like Fatima's dilemma is, Zach, I don't want to quit working like X amount of weeks into my pregnancy. Things are finally taking off for me. I can't just up and leave the office to, you know, for labor and whatnot and not come back for months. I need to stay on top of my game. So why not that be the friction of Fatima in her personal life outside of work versus Andi in her personal life, well, her professional life at the firm. It's like she made partner, but now it's like, is being partner all it's cracked up to be if morality is outweighed by golfing buddies? Or in Fatima's case, like, is being a mom what I really want at this stage in my life when my career is finally about to take off? Why not go that route? But, oh well. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.